Right now, NBC 26 live at 10. The green and gold fall to the Carolina Panthers on the road. Plus a power outage at the world's busiest airport. And meet the cat from a local boutique people can't get enough of. NBC 26 is, of course, your official Packers station. The hopes of Titletown were high today as the Packers traveled to Carolina with Aaron Rodgers activated. With that, we turn things over to Kelly Price. Kelly.
That's right, Mo. Number 12 was back in action, which should have provided a boost to the 7-6 team that must win out to keep hopes alive for a postseason push. Carolina is up 7-zip early, but Aaron Rodgers and company counter with an 11-play, 75-yard drive, capped with this 13-yard touchdown to Davante Adams for a 7-7 tie. Panthers put a field goal on the board, and then we get a flash of some of that Rodgers magic. He's going down and dumps the ball off to Randall Cobb, who stops and starts his way into the end zone. Packers take that 14-10 advantage into the break. Carolina back on top 17-14 to start the second half. Packers trying to counter, and that's not good. Rodgers' second pick of the game, and Adams is leveled on an illegal blindside hit that sends him into the concussion protocol for the rest of the game. Packers down 31-17 when Rodgers finds the other Rodgers, Richard that is, 24 yards to pull within one score. They try the onside kick, and they actually recover it. But Rodgers' pass to Geronimo Allison is fumbled, and Carolina takes over, assuming the victory formation in a 31-24 win. With more on the game, we turn to Charlie Sakaitis from Charlotte.
It's a season that's clearly toyed with the emotions of Green Bay Packers fans. First, Aaron Rodgers went down in Minnesota with that broken collarbone, seemingly ending his year. But then there was chatter, an idea that perhaps he could return if the Brett Hundley-led Packers could keep things afloat in his stead. They did that, Hundley leading 2 overtime victories to make it possible for Aaron Rodgers to return. And while the playoff odds were long, it wasn't unreasonable to think Green Bay could run the table in their last 3 games. Heck, Rodgers himself said it earlier this week, we've done it before. But a 31-24 final here in Charlotte, 3 picks by Aaron Rodgers and a late fumble by Geronimo Allison proved too much to overcome.
Well, it's not the fairy tale that we were hoping. As I lay in that surgery bed 8 weeks ago, thinking about this moment.
You know, our passing game wasn't quite what it needed to be. You know, when you look at our stat line, I think stating the obvious, you know, it's hard to overcome, you know, being -4 in the game.
I felt pretty good. I just missed some throws. You know, I missed some ones I used to hit, and I threw Randall for a pick. Was trying to throw it away to Tay, got picked. Threw the ball in the dirt to Geronimo, but I'm proud of our guys for the way they played the last few weeks. Today, disappointed. I didn't play very well. Obviously, I hold myself to a high standard. Expected to play well. It's good defense, but I made too many mistakes, and even still, we had a chance there at the end to come back and tie it.
Now the big question remaining for Aaron Rodgers is, will he play again this season? The Packers have 2 games remaining on the schedule, and after the game was over here in Charlotte, both Rodgers and Coach McCarthy said they needed more time to evaluate that decision. Keeping you connected from North Carolina, I'm Charlie Sakaitis for NBC 26.
Thank you, Charlie. That's all I've got for now, but I'll be back later on during the Sports Rewind for more. For now, keeping you connected, I'm Kelly Price for NBC 26.
All right, thank you so much, Kelly. With the return of Aaron Rodgers and a slim chance of a playoff appearance, plenty of fans were cheering on the green and gold from home. NBC 26's Shara Taylor spoke to fans. She has more from Ashwaubenon.
Win or lose, always a Packers fan.
Packers fans are still hopeful despite the game loss.
It was very disheartening to see them lose, but we're still got a chance.
Fans I spoke with here at the Stadium View Sports Bar and Grill say they were excited for the return of Aaron Rodgers and getting a chance to see him play again.
I just glad they didn't break him.
Now fans are hoping number 12 stays healthy for the rest of the season.
I think he's going to be all right. This next week, you know, I think they'll play him, but if not, you know, hopefully Brett will get it done. I just don't want to see him get hurt anymore. I don't think any Packers fan wants to see him get hurt.
Packers fans say they'll always be behind their team, no matter what.
Hurts when they lose, but Packers fan through and through, without a doubt.
Keeping you connected in Ashwaubenon, Shara Taylor, NBC 26.
All right, it's been a cold week for plenty parts of northeast Wisconsin, but it's going to stay that way. Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland has a look at your first forecast. Cameron.
No, Mo, it's not. It's not going to stay that way. We've got much warmer weather pushing in for the next couple of days. In fact, tonight, what you see is what you get, upper 20s to lower 30s. We have thick clouds across the area right now. We've seen a little bit of very light snow and or flurries over the last couple of hours. In fact, right here at NBC 26, we've picked up about 1/10 of an inch of snow in the last couple of hours. We've also seen some fog. It has been locally dense. Right now in Clintonville and Shawano, visibilities are down to 1/4 of a mile. Tomorrow morning at the bus stop, a few flurries, some leftover fog. Look for slippery conditions with temperatures around 30 degrees. We'll see upper 30s by the final bell with breezy conditions.
All right, thank you so much, Cameron. On to some local news now. 3 people in Appleton escaped their home from a garage fire. The Appleton Fire Department reports it happened after 8 last night on the 1000 block of West Bell Avenue. They say crews found heavy smoke and flames at the front of the garage, and then it spread to the attic of the garage and home. Fire officials say the garage was badly damaged and parts of the home are also affected. No one was injured. 1 person is dead and 3 injured after a 2-vehicle crash in the town of Meme. Officials in Manitowoc County say it happened last night after 5 when a 19-year-old man from the village of Cleveland was heading eastbound on West Washington Road and struck a vehicle heading westbound. That was driven by a 36-year-old female. The 19-year-old died at the scene while the 36-year-old and her passenger suffered minor injuries. A passenger in the 19-year-old's vehicle was sent to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries as well. Well, covering America now, a new fight over emails has broken out. President Trump's lawyer claiming that emails from the president's transition team were improperly turned over to special counsel Robert Mueller. Now Mueller's team is pushing back. Kelly O'Donnell has the latest.
President Trump back from a weekend at Camp David as his frustration over the Russia probe surfaced in a new way.
Mr. President, do you believe your transition team emails were improperly taken?
Not looking good. It's not looking good. It's quite sad to see that. So my people were very upset about it.
Surfaced in a new way, with a charge made by the president's transition team against special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation, claiming prosecutors improperly obtained thousands of transition staff emails now being used in the Russia probe.
I can't imagine there's anything on them, frankly, because, as we said, there's no collusion. There's no collusion whatsoever. But a lot of lawyers thought that was pretty sad.
Election season to the inaugural. The Trump transition worked in this government-owned building using government-provided email service. But under the law, transition teams are not government agencies. Most of their funding is private. A Trump transition lawyer protested to Congress, claiming career staff at the federal government's General Services Administration unlawfully produced the transition team's private materials, including emails bound by attorney-client privilege, to the special counsel. White House officials stayed out of it.
Thankfully, I'm not in communication with a transition lawyer for the Trump team.
A spokesman for Robert Mueller said, when we have obtained emails, we have secured either the account owner's consent or appropriate criminal process. Credibility is a target for Trump allies, who seized on Mueller removing from his team a senior FBI agent who exchanged anti-Trump text messages with another agent during the campaign. While Mueller is widely respected,
I do not at all believe that Mr. Mueller's has been compromised or his investigation.
Some Republicans sound an alarm.
I think these conflicts of interest jeopardize the integrity of his investigation.
And staying in Washington now, Senator John McCain expected to miss the GOP tax bill vote this week, this according to several sources. Now 81 years old, McCain is continuing his recovery for the side effects of his brain cancer treatment. He was diagnosed with a tumor over the summer. Now a source close to McCain said he left a hospital feeling exhausted but, quote, okay. His absence isn't expected to stop the tax bill from getting passed this week since the GOP has a 52-28 advantage in the Senate. Passengers waiting out a major power outage at Atlanta's airport today. Hartsfield-Jackson International is the world's busiest airport. The blackout left thousands of passengers stranded in dark terminals and in planes. Hundreds of flights have already been canceled. A nationwide ripple effect is expected.
It was dead silent. It was dark. We came in through the baggage area after getting off the monorail from the rental car. Everybody was standing around, looking around, kind of confused.
And the company Georgia Power said it plans to restore power to the airport by the end of the day Sunday. The cause is under investigation. TSA says it'll screen more than 40 million people through January 2nd. It's expecting anywhere from 100,000 to 400,000 additional people flying each day across the country. TSA added 1,400 officers at the 50 busiest airports to accommodate this rush that we're expecting during the holiday. Now, one tip, though, they say don't wrap your presents because they might have to be unwrapped if they do trigger some alarms. Well, still ahead on NBC 26 live at 5, Santa coming to town and families brought their furry friends over to say hello. But first, what's the weather going to look like for the rest of the weekend? Your forecast up next.
And now, your Storm Shield forecast with NBC 26 Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
Well, it turned out to be a cloudy weekend, but we are going to see a little sunshine tomorrow, and we're going to warm up. Let's take a look at your 7-day temperature trend. We're going to see a December thaw. Highs will be in the mid to upper 30s the next couple of days. We'll drop down into the mid-20s on Wednesday. Another warm up for Thursday and Friday before much colder weather pushes in by Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Right now, temperatures across northeast Wisconsin range from the mid-20s to around 30 degrees, and temperatures are going to basically hold where you see them right now for the rest of tonight. 28 degrees in Appleton. In Green Bay, it is 30, and you can see we have some low clouds and fog. That fog has been locally dense at times, and the low clouds have been producing a little bit of very light snow and flurries from time to time as well, and that will continue on and off throughout the night into tomorrow morning. All the clouds, the fog, and the very light snow developing to the east of a warm front. That's our next weather maker. It's going to swing through here later on tonight into tomorrow morning. And on the other side of it, we're going to warm up. We had lower 30s today, but out to our west, temperatures were in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees. And that warmer weather is moving east. In fact, tomorrow will be the warmest day in 2 weeks, with high temperatures getting up into the mid and upper 30s, about 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. We're going to start the day with lots of clouds, some fog, and maybe a couple of flurries. As we move into the afternoon, we'll break into just a little bit of sunshine. We'll see quiet weather then for tomorrow night, Tuesday, and most of Wednesday. And then things are going to get a lot more interesting. It looks like the jet stream is going to undergo a major pattern change. And as that happens, it looks like the first big storm of the season is going to pull out of the Rockies and impact Wisconsin as we head through Thursday and Friday. And this storm does have the potential to produce heavy snow. In fact, it's looking like much of the state will see significant snow out of this system as we head through Thursday and Friday. How much and exactly where the heaviest snow falls are questions that will be answered in the coming days. But if you are planning on traveling Thursday or Friday, you may want to rethink those plans. All right, your forecast for tonight calls for clouds and fog and a few flurries, upper 20s to around 30 degrees. Tomorrow, turning breezy and mild morning clouds. A little bit of spotty sunshine is possible as we head into the afternoon. My 3-degree guarantee for tomorrow is 37. If I can hit that high within 3 degrees, we will donate $100 to St. Vincent de Paul of Appleton. And we did that yesterday. I forecast 28, and the actual high temperature was 28 degrees. Another mild day on Tuesday, sun and clouds and windy, 38. We cool down on Wednesday behind a cold front, 25. Here comes that big storm for Thursday and Friday. It looks like mainly snow. Having said that, we'll have to watch the southern part of the viewing area. There could be a little bit of mixing. And then colder weather on Saturday. Look for a high of 25. The game Saturday evening at Lambeau could be very chilly, even by Lambeau standards. We'll update that forecast as we get closer as well. On Sunday, a chance for some light snow with highs only in the teens. And it looks like Christmas Day. We may not get out of the single digits above or below zero. So we've got some frigid air coming in.
So we'll have a white Christmas.
Oh, guaranteed. 100% chance of a white Christmas this year.
That's a good part because they go hand in hand. So.
Oh, I love a white Christmas.
All right, absolutely. Thank you so much, Cameron. We'll still ahead on NBC 26 live at 10. Meet the cat in Northeast Wisconsin who has more than 4,000 likes on social media. See why after the break. And we continue our 12 days of Christmas countdown tonight. It was a mix of a little hope and perfect timing. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Now, one local flower shop waited for the right fit and just so happens to be in the time of Christmas. NBC 26's Regina On shares Pedal Pusher's shop cat and the holiday cheer she's bringing.
And she's being a little cranky right now, but...
Meet Pippa Pepper, 3 years old, 6 pounds.
Yeah, the hat she's not a huge fan of.
And her favorite pastime, playing with a cat dancer and, of course, snuggling with customers at Pedal Pushers in Green Bay whenever she can.
You know, she's a real personality, and, you know, sometimes she leaves you alone and sometimes she wants some attention. So she's certainly a welcome sight and always loves a little neck scratch.
And her presence, well, let's just say she has quite the following.
She's got her own Facebook page too, so it's fun to be able to share her personality with the world because she is a very exceptional little cat.
But Pippa had some pretty big paws to fill.
We had Joplin DeFette, was our shop kitty for years. We were so blessed to have him. He was amazing. He was the best little cat ambassador. And actually, he was struggling with kidney disease, so we had to make a decision to say goodbye to him. And the day that we said goodbye to him is the day that she was found by the humane officer.
The Bay Area Humane Society told Nicole they had the perfect cat for her just in time for the holidays.
It just makes Christmas that much better.
Whether it's Christmas or any day, Pippa makes the day bright and merry for the holidays. Regina On, NBC 26.
Such a great addition to their store, and it's also the time of year where children get to meet Santa, of course. And today, furry family members got that in return. Santa Claus stopped by the Salvation Army Kroc Center in Green Bay. Families brought their furry friends for Pet Day. Owners even got to snap a few pictures with him as well, putting everyone in the holiday spirit.
Well, I'm meeting and greeting such wonderful children here at the Kroc Center, and today they're bringing in their pets too. So the whole family is joining in and getting their pictures taken with me, and I'm having a ball.
And a portion from the picture sales will go to the Salvation Army Kroc Center. And some children in Northeast Wisconsin got an early Christmas present this morning. The trucking company Contract Transport Services gave away bikes to children in need in Northeast Wisconsin. Those bikes were donated by employees for the past month, and today the kids got to pick them out.
But I think we all have a love for kids, whether they're grandkids, kids, nieces, nephews, that type of thing. So this sort of brings the company together under one mission to do something.
And this was the third year CTS hosted the bike drive. It was a partnership with Foundations Health and Wholeness and the Brown County PALS program. And that does it for me tonight, but don't go anywhere. Kelly Price is up next with Sports Rewind. Stay tuned.